Also this week in the Headley Highlight Show's Raw Corner, shall we plummet into decades of debauchery, decadence, and my favourite, licentiousness? So at the weekend, which precipitated, in my opinion, the hasty move from Forest Lodge to another rented accommodation, or should I say rent-free accommodation, paid for by the little people and the hard-working public, that Andrew did in the evening, because during the course of the weekend there was a dump of the Epstein emails, and the papers were plastered with images of him on all fours, in fact, yes, doing a down-facing dog impression and pawing at some young individual who lay motionless, as a pair of feet appeared in the background, resting on a table, and the tablecloth with a Stars and Stripes banner. Interesting backdrop. Anyway, the emails released are still being combed through, and they make for pretty harrowing reading. In one of them, the Yuck York, Andrew, the detitled one, said he wished to be a pet of Epstein. They also put pains to the blatant falsehood that was propagated in the interview that the friendship had ended. In fact, the entire family of the Yuck Yorks were still swimming around this individual looking for financial tidbits. With 3 million documents being shared, they include emails, photographs, text messages, financial records, legal paperwork. All of this, in my opinion, put additional pressure on the octopus one, hence the need for him to scarper in the dead of the night, so that in the morning it could be reported that the king acted in a decisive way. And he was right to remove his title and downsize his house for an even larger house, moving into an even bigger residence with the swap for the Swamp Marsh Farm. And what I find equally irritating is the way in which the usual collection of bottom feeder sycophants who write about this exercise try to paint it within the context that, oh no, clutching your pearls, the king's only just found out about it and they're braced for more, darling. Oh! What an absolute collection of buckets and buckets of balderdash. The reason the headlines were needed, aside from the damning pictures, is the content of some of the emails. There is open discussion of introduction to Russian 20-somethings, and Andrew promising Epstein opportunities to visit Balmoral and Windsor Castle. And in addition to this, Lord Mandelson, who has been removed from the Labour Party, or should I say he stepped down. He was the king is now saying that they're going to strip him of his lordship. Very interesting. He was also on the Privy Council. He is also in the Epstein files this weekend, and he was pictured in his underpants. So it's all looking very sticky for the British establishment, darlings. Keir Starmer better be careful. So because of all of this, and what else is to come, Andrew made haste and he basically scarpered